Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to take you through an overview of Fellow products. So over the past year, I've been accumulating all the different kind of coffee products that Fellow have to offer, from the kettle to the storage canister to their mugs. So I just thought I'd put them all into one video and give my opinion on each product. So I'm going to timestamp everything, so if you're only interested in a certain product, you can skip to that one. And yeah, I'll start off with probably the most popular products that Fellow have, and that's the kettle. It's called the Fellow Stagg EKG. Now this is a variable temperature kettle that has a gooseneck, so it's for brewing coffee at home, for doing things like V60, where you need to be precise about how much water you're pouring in and the speed that it's going in at. So the Stagg is kind of known for its really nice design. It has a very sleek look compared to other variable temperature kettles. It comes in a whole range of colours. Unfortunately, I was only able to choose between the matte black and the matte white because I had to get it through a reseller. They wouldn't actually ship the kettle directly from San Francisco, I think it's from. I ended up actually going for the matte black one. I think it looks really nice. It's really clean, minimal, and yeah, that's basically it on the design. It looks really good. So the next thing that I'll point out about this kettle is the speed at which it actually heats up the water. I found it to be really quick. It was way quicker than my actual normal kettle at home. So that's a bonus, because obviously you want stuff to work as quickly as possible to save you time. So yeah, the main reason why you buy this kettle is to do with the pouring, because it has that gooseneck. This is crucial for doing things like V60, where you have to be precise about the amount of water that goes in. And just from, I've only ever used one other pouring kettle that I got a cheap one off Amazon for like £20, and the Fellow Stagg just pours much more smoothly, is the only way I could describe it. The Fellow Stagg is really smooth, really consistent, and you can be very precise, which is really good. So overall, the Fellow Stagg is just a really great product. It is, however, a little expensive compared to other pouring kettles. It's about 60 to 70 euro more, but I feel like you're kind of paying for the design of the brand and the name of the brand, and I'm quite happy to pay that because it's a once-off thing. You don't really buy these kettles that often, and it looks nice in the kitchen. So yeah, that's the Fellow Stagg EKG. Next, I'm going to talk about the Fellow Atmos, which is their version of a coffee storage container. Now, this is a container where it's a vacuum seal container. Basically, you pour your coffee in and then you twist out all the air, and then it stores your coffee to keep it as fresh as possible. So they have two options. They have a clear one and a matte black one, and they say if you have the clear one, to keep it out of direct sunlight. And I actually went for this one. I went for the 0.7 litres, and the reason I did is because I store it in a cupboard anyway, so it would never be near direct sunlight. But if you were to store it out in the open, maybe near a window, I'd recommend going for the matte black one, just to keep the sunlight off it, to keep your coffee as fresh as possible. And as I said, I went for the 0.7 litre one, which is kind of the medium sized. And this is perfect for me because I'd only ever buy a bag of coffee between 250 grams and 300 grams. And you can fit the whole bag in perfectly. I just think it's a great product because it's nice and clean, it fits in neatly, and yeah, if you ever go away for a bit or away for the weekend, you know your coffee's going to stay safe, because all you have to do is twist out the air. There's a little twister on the top, and you just twist it back and forth, and then you'll see a little green indicator to say that the air is actually out of the product. And then when you're opening up the coffee in the morning, you just press down the little button, and it's actually a really satisfying sound, and then you just pour out your coffee. So yeah, really great product. Not super necessary, to be honest with you, but it's just a handy thing to have if you're looking for somewhere to store your coffee that's not just the coffee bags themselves. Okay, next I want to talk about the Fellow Carter Everywhere mug. Now, this is another great product. That's a common theme with Fellow. They really make great products, but this is their version of a travel mug, and it was designed for people who commute and want to keep their coffee warm for longer. But I actually think this is a really great product for someone like me who's working from home all the time now. And the reason for that is I can make my cup of coffee in the morning, bring it up, and then I have the lid on it, so I don't have to actually drink it straight away. I can get set up and work. I can get distracted by something and work, and then remember that I have my cup of coffee, open the lid, and it's still just as hot. Sometimes if you were to put it in a mug and you forget about it, you could have half a mug of coffee wasted. So it just kind of allows me to enjoy my coffee throughout the morning. So in terms of design, it's a matte black finish that I went for. I think you can get a white one as well. but I went with the black one again. And yeah, it's kind of a double wall seal so that it keeps the coffee warm. And on the inside there's like a ceramic coating. And the reason for this is to avoid there being any kind of funny metal taste on your coffee, so you can still get the best coffee experience. And at the top there's actually a wide opening, so it's like drinking from a normal cup that you would get in a coffee shop, for example. So they have this opening so that you can smell your coffee as you're drinking it, and that apparently really helps with the tasting experience, so you get the full taste of your coffee. Whereas on other coffee mugs they just have that little gap. You don't smell your coffee, you're only smelling the plastic lid. And yeah, they claim that it's a much better way to drink your coffee, basically. And then in terms of the lid, it's a really good lid. There's no spillage, there's no chance of you spilling your coffee. My one critique of this mug though is that when you take off the lid, obviously the condensation has built up on the bottom of the lid. So if you were to take it off really quickly and move it, say, over your trousers or your shirt or your desk, there will be like a dribble of coffee. So that's the one design flaw. Small kind of complaint, but it is kind of annoying if you're on the go, if you're on the bus and you spill coffee on your trousers on your way to work. That would be a bit annoying. So yeah, that's just something to consider. Lastly, I want to talk about the mugs that Fellow have to offer. So I have two of their versions. I have two of the Joey 12 ounce mugs and I have one of the Monty 4.5 ounce mug. So firstly, the Monty, this is a double walled ceramic mug where the inside is curved. So the Monty mugs are made for milk-based drinks such as cappuccinos, lattes and cortados, which is the size that I have. And the reason the inside is curved is so that you can pour your latte art. You can maintain your contrast between the milk and the espresso. Yeah, I've only got the 4.5 ounce, but it's really nice if you want to have a small, strong cup of coffee. So next I'm going to talk about the Joey mug. I actually have two of these. I have one white and one black. They're both 12 ounce. Both designs have this kind of copper gold base to it, which I think looks really nice. They're not curved, so that the inside of them is like a flat, straight, like a normal mug of coffee, but the outside kind of has this rounded shape, so it's really nice to hold with two hands. They're double walled, so you won't actually burn yourself, but it keeps the contents a bit more warm than a usual mug would. So yeah, these are really nice mugs. The only issue that I have, the white one actually kind of scuffs, and yeah, over time I feel like it won't last as nicely because obviously coffee kind of stains things. So yeah, I feel like the black one looks better for longer, so I'd recommend the black one. So that's my review of all the Fellow products that I have. Overall, I'd say it's a really great company and would recommend anyone buy any of their products because they're really well built and they do a really good job at what they're supposed to do. The only issue is they are a bit pricey. You're paying kind of for the name and the way they look, but I'm kind of happy with that because these are things that you'd only buy once. You don't need to buy them often, like the kettle. That's good for years, I'd say. So yeah, overall great products, great company, and yeah, thanks a mil for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.